the man who invented Victoria's Secret. Roy Raymond had an MBA from Stanford and a simple problem. He couldn't buy his wife lingerie without feeling like a criminal. Department stores in the 1970s were brutal for this. What he found were ugly floral print nightgowns under harsh fluorescent lights, and saleswomen who made him feel like a deviant just for being there. He figured other men felt the same way. That embarrassment became a business idea. On June 12, 1977, Roy and his wife Gay Raymond founded Victoria's Secret in Delaware, opening the first store at the Stanford Shopping Center in Palo Alto, California. He borrowed $40,000 from family and $40,000 from a bank. The full original name was Victoria's Secret, a store for men. The store's design was deliberate and atmospheric. Raymond imagined a Victorian boudoir, dark wood, oriental rugs, silk drapery. The name itself was carefully chosen. Victoria was meant to evoke the sophistication and propriety of Victorian-era boudoirs, while the secret referred to what lay hidden beneath the clothes. It worked. The company earned $500,000 in its first year. Raymond launched a mail-order catalog and opened 3 stores in San Francisco. By 1982, the catalog alone accounted for 55% of the company's $7 million in annual sales. Then came the pivot he didn't fully control. Women were flooding the stores, more than men ever did. But Raymond struggled to shift the business model to serve them. Victoria's Secret at this point was described as more burlesque than Main Street. In 1982, after 5 years of operation, Raymond sold Victoria's Secret, 5 stores, a 42-page catalog, and $6 million in annual revenue for $1 million. In 1983, Wexner revamped the model toward female customers, redesigned the stores to evoke the Victorian era, and by 1986, Victoria's Secret was the only national chain devoted to lingerie, expanding to 100 stores that year alone. By 1995, it was a $1.9 billion company with 670 stores nationally. In 1984, he personally invested $850,000 into a luxury children's retail store called My Child's Destiny, selling computer games, imported dolls, and expensive toys. The business failed in 1986. Because he hadn't structured it as a separate legal entity, he was personally liable for all the debts. He and Gay lost their homes in San Francisco and Lake Tahoe, and their vehicles. He kept trying. He worked on a children's bookstore, a mail-order home repair hardware business, and a company making wigs for cancer patients. None gained traction. He and Gay divorced in 1990. On August 26, 1993, Roy Raymond was last seen walking toward the Golden Gate Bridge. His body was found hours later near the Marin County shoreline. He was 46. The company he founded for $80,000 would go on to generate $5 billion a year. Roy Raymond's genius was recognizing the need to remove shame from buying lingerie. But he was an innovator, not an operator, and his story is a heartbreaking reminder that being first isn't always enough.